What is up, guys? As you can see, today we're back with another King of Glory Honor of Kings video, and today I'm gonna be showing you Honor of Kings Marja. And she actually received a pretty big rework. She used to be the same as the one we have in Arena of Valor. However, they reworked her to a little bit more of an mage ADC type of hero, like a marksman. And so they completely, the first ability and the ult are pretty similar still. The ult is, I think, the same, but she cannot auto attack during the ult anymore. And the S1 is exactly the same. However, you can jump to it at the end of, like during any point of the skill shot. You can just change positions, as you saw right there in the video. And then the S2 is completely reworked, and the passive is reworked as well. Now, the passive, you can see the purple bar that she has. The more abilities she uses on an enemy and the more she auto attacks, the more she stacks that bar. And you can see the little birds that circle around her. Basically, the birds attack an enemy that she is attacking, and you can see she's more focused on auto attacks now, because the more, like the higher attack speed you have, the more you attack, the more of these birds are gonna attack the enemy. And they also give you the life steal. They, whenever the bird returns back to you, it heals you and it deals so much magic damage. It is truly like a single, it's not an AoE mage anymore, it's a single target auto attack mage basically. And then the S2 is also completely reworked. It basically throws a skill shot, it throws a tether onto an enemy if it connects. And you can see he plays beautifully around his S1. Dodging skill shots with it and playing really aggressively. That's basically how you play this hero, and this is also one of the best players on this hero. You can see by the golden symbol there on the screen. And yeah, so the S2, it creates a tether between you and an enemy, and the tether slows their attack speed, I think. It steals AD from them. It just basically you have to hit the tether. If you hit the tether, you completely destroy anyone in a 1v1. And you can see here, he's completely bullying this lane in a 1v2 even. And look at this play. That was the reason why I wanted to show specifically this video. This play is insane. He throws the tether onto the Alice and keeps diving her. Throws the S1 backwards, flickers in, throws the last auto attack, jumps out right before the tower would kill him. And you can see the little birdies returning to him, healing him. Absolutely beautifully played, and you can see the tether just I think it gives him more attack speed as well. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but it just means if you hit the tether, you will be way stronger, the enemy will get weaker. And yeah, it's really important to max the tether and to always hit it. As soon as you don't hit that tether, you cannot win any fight, and if you hit it, you win every single 1v1 basically. And you can see the heal that he receives, it's just crazy. And you also rush Reyes on this hero in this game. So I really hope, you already know, if you watch my other videos, you already know that I really like to play Marja with an attack speed build. And this is basically the final form of it. You go attack speed and AP, and it just works beautifully. Of course, she loses her high poke from range, and you can see here. And of course, the birds, they attack anyone who is tethered to you. So while you're in ult, the birds still attack enemies nearby to you. So that's really cool as well. But I believe you cannot auto attack. I tried it in game and it didn't. So you can see here, he's playing so aggressively, and this is like this is around Masters Elo. So it's like 10 stars Master, I think, if I remember correctly. So this is not the highest rank. I believe he's smurfing, but you can see that he's just way ahead of everyone in gameplay, and he just really knows this hero really well. You can see how much she heals. She healed to full HP after just clearing one red buff. And you can see him just dive people. Of course, this hero with red buff becomes even more oppressive, because no one can escape you anymore. Just look at his damage, and he was critting as well, so that tells me he's running Blitz Arcana, most likely, for that juicy attack speed. He baits the L'Oreal ult, dashes away with the S1. Absolute beautiful gameplay. And of course, the enemies don't know the enemies don't see that you threw the S1. So what he was doing there, he threw the S1 while outside of L'Oreal's vision range, and then she used her ult, and then he just suddenly disappears. So really cool little advanced mechanic that he's abusing there, I assume. But yeah, you can see here he just heals so much of these jungle camps, and this hero truly is like a very bipolar hero. You either win the lane, and you win the lane against most heroes, and if you are doing well, if you are winning the lane, you just take control of the enemy jungle camps, you dive them on their tower, you completely take control of the whole game. As you can see here, 9-1, and he's 7-0, and most of these kills, 8-0 now, and most of these kills were just solo kills. So as soon as he takes control of the game, it's just really hard to deal with. You can see she's just so safe, jumping away with that S1, can just split push so well. And because if she drops low, she can just heal back up by clearing one jungle camp. So if she is ahead and drops a little bit low, or if she tower dives you and kills you and survives with 100 HP, she can just go to your jungle and steal one camp and be back to full HP. So it's really crazy. But she actually isn't played that often in team fight in tournaments because of her poor team fighting, I assume. And she still picks sometimes, but not. It's not like an auto pick, because that's what it seems like to you guys right now, right? It seems absolutely broken, but keep in mind he is probably smurfing. He is 8-0. He was 3-0 after, like, I don't know, 3 minutes of the game. So yeah, and he just jumps in. I really didn't think he would jump in here, but he just jumps in completely and doesn't care about anything. Has to flicker out. That was a mistake, of course, but he almost got the Alice. He almost killed her there. But yeah, let me see if I'm... Yeah, I was. But yeah, as you can see, just look how much he heals with a couple auto attacks. It's just so many green numbers, it's crazy. Really fun hero. I actually don't know what they build exactly, because there's not really a lot of players who play this hero. As I said, this hero isn't super popular. It seems fun to play, but there's a lot of more fun heroes in Honor of Kings and Arena of Valor. Like people are more into Murad and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not really a super popular hero, so you don't really see it often. And the funny thing is, she just built Lich Bane. I mean, not Lich Bane, what's it called? Apocalypse in this game. So basically, she's not only just an auto attacker, she also starts bursting now, because she just throws her S2, auto attacks once, and it just does half HP of damage because of the Apocalypse. So as you can see here, he's just going crazy, healing so much inside the enemy base. He's basically God mode now. You can't die on this hero as soon as you snowball this hard. And he just keeps going back in. And look how much he heals during the ult as well. And yeah, that is the game. He absolutely solo carried. I think he had 0 assists. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, you'll see his stars very soon. I think he did 47% damage. That was in the thumbnail at least. I want to see if I messed up and didn't show. No, I showed the highest quality. As you can see, 12 stars master. It's not the highest rank. It's pretty decent though. But it is not... I really think he's smurfing. And let us see the damage, if he's gonna show it. There we go, 51% damage. You can see his Chognar did 3% damage. His jungler did 13% damage. His mid laner, his Poke Kali mid laner, did only 20% damage, and his ADC did 11%. He absolutely solo carried that game. Most kill participation, even though he has 0 assists. Absolutely crazy. I really hope you guys enjoyed this game. I think it was a very fun one to watch, and if you did, leave a like and let me know what other heroes you want to see in Honor of Kings, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.